So Athleisure Mag is so excited to be talking with Lara today of LÄRABAR. I am just beyond excited. I've grown up eating these bars. They're so tasty and nutritious. So thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for being here, actually.
Absolutely. So prior to you creating LÄRABAR, like what were you doing before that then led to you creating LÄRABAR?
Well, I was actually a social worker right outside of college. I worked with at-risk kids for a long time, but I did play volleyball in college, which is really the reason I got into healthier eating, for athletic performance. Really was the beginning of my journey, and then that evolved into being passionate about healthy eating and feeling good.
Wow.
So I found myself on a mountain one day on a hike, and the idea for LÄRABAR came, just using simple ingredients, fruit, nuts, and spices, but making something that tasted indulgent and delicious.
Wow, I mean, that's fantastic. So you were on this mountain and you decided you wanted to do this, but what was the first process in creating like the initial LÄRABARs?
Well, I actually would comb the grocery store aisles and get my inspiration from pies and cookies and cakes.
Oh my gosh.
So cashew cookie is one that we have today, and it's just 2 ingredients, dates and cashews, and that's it. But it tastes indulgent, and I would get apple pie is another one that we have today. And I would hearken towards those kind of junk foody, forbidden foods, but using healthy ingredients.
That's amazing. So what were your first 5 original flavors that you started with?
Well, cashew cookies one, apple pie, cherry pie.
My favorite.
It's a great flavor. Banana bread and chocolate coconut chew were the top 5.
Wow.
Or original 5 flavors.
Right, the original one. So what makes the cherry tart one so tasty?
Well, we use a very rare tart unsweetened cherry that I found in the Midwest in my search for really good ingredients, and it's real, and it has that real flavor, as do all of our different flavors.
Absolutely.
Because we actually use, apples in the apple pie.
So you went from 5 to now you have like 30 plus flavors. So how do you go about, do you have the same inspiration board when you're thinking about making new flavors? And you've also gone into the protein bars, like there's just so many things.
Well, we use the same process. I mean, there's a bigger team of people working on the brand now, and but still, we want to bring flavors that people are really enjoying and want. Peanut butter chocolate chip is another one.
It's another favorite
we were talking
of mine.
about, yeah,
exactly.
That's a favorite of mine, as it is my son.
Oh,
and,
nice.
It's nice to just bring new flavors. Everybody's looking for different things. Some like the fruity, and some like the nut-based kind of richer flavors.
Wow. And how long is that process for you when you're in that inspiration phase? Like from concept to actually producing it, is there like a certain time period? Does it vary?
Well, we always come out with new flavors, and our protein line is new, so this is a brand new line for us, plant-based protein line. But annually we come out with new products.
Wow.
Yeah,
and
so it's constant.
Exactly. And so then do you also have like some that you kind of like take out of rotation and then bring them back into rotation?
Yeah, on occasion, if a flavor isn't working or people aren't loving it, we definitely, rotate things in and out. But we're growing and growing. I mean, we have 30 plus flavors now, so that means that we have quite a few products to offer people.
And for the protein bars, how many like flavors are available for that, and where did that come from to decide to add this into your assortment?
Well, people are always looking for more protein-based foods, and certainly a portable food, and we wanted to do a plant-based protein.
Right.
So we use pea protein and nuts. Nuts offer natural protein, and we've been working on it for about 4 years, and we've come up with the new LÄRABAR protein line. So we have 4 flavors to start out with. To offer.
Oh my gosh,
consumers.
Can you tell us what the 4 flavors are?
Well, there's a lemon blueberry, an apple cobbler, and then an almond butter chocolate brownie, and then a chocolate peanut butter cup.
Wow.
So a nice balance of fruity and nutty in there, depending on what your flavor preferences are.
So what are your 3 favorite ingredients that you love putting in bars?
Well, LÄRABAR is really comprised of fruit, nuts, and spices. So that would really kind of encapsulate whether we have our core LÄRABAR line or our protein line. We have those same components in there. Obviously, with the protein, we added pea protein in addition to that to give it 11 grams of protein per bar, which is great. But those are really the main components, is the balance of fruit, nuts, and spices and or protein.
And if you had to rate 3 of like the signature bars, and you could only choose 3, what would those be?
Well, my all-time favorite bar is cashew cookie. Like, I
Nice.
even had a half this morning with
my
my
gosh.
coffee early. It's just a classic. Cherry pie is that, and then I love the new protein line. Just for something different. If you want an added protein, you don't have time to sit down and eat a meal, but you know you're going to get the protein that you need to sustain you throughout the day.
And so in terms of like, you know, there's people that are on the go. We're both busy people. There's moms and there's kids. How can we make sure that we are getting like those good whole foods and making sure that they're always around us so that we're not like, you know, sidetracking to different things that aren't as good for us?
Well, that's where LÄRABAR comes in. You know, we sell LÄRABARs nationwide at all kinds of different grocery stores, convenience stores, you name it. And the idea is that it's portable food, and it offers consumers an opportunity to just throw it in your bag and you have it, and you know that you have something that's going to sustain you, that tastes good, and keep you healthy.
I mean, I love that. And obviously the protein is new. Is there anything else that's coming up this year that we should keep an eye out for?
This is the newest
This
right
is the
now.
newest. Well, I appreciate so much you taking the time, and our readers are fans of this, and we always are a big proponent when we're on set shooting our celeb shoots and all these different things of having just really great items that are in your bag. And the fact that you've been able to do something like this for such a long time with so many different items is just so exciting. So thank you so much for speaking with us.
Oh, thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Absolutely.